Now today I will discuss the new topic, that is the magnetic intensity due to long cylindrical wire. Here in the diagram I am showing there are three cylinders. One is the solid cylinder, another is the thin hollow cylinder, another is a thick hollow cylinder, and radius is visible to all of you. Very first question is that we have to calculate magnetic field outside the cylindrical region in all the three regions. So we have to use the Ampere circuital law, and I can write integration B dot dl equal to mu naught times net current enclosed by that Amperian loop. Here I say this is the Amperian loop. It could not be drawn here. Let us draw. And here it is drawn, here it is drawn. Everywhere I can say B and dl are parallel to each other. So I can write it B integration dl mu naught times net current enclosed by that cylinder is the current flowing in this conductor, and that we have taken I. So it is mu naught I. Finally I calculate mu B at outside. It can be written as mu naught I upon 2 pi r. It means we can say outside the region, in all the three cases, magnetic field is inversely proportional to distance from the axis. Okay, so let me show it on the next slide. Okay, now I have to calculate magnetic field inside the cylinder. Firstly, you have to tell me where magnetic field can be zero. Like I say, I take this cross section, this of radius r. Here I say again same cross section of radius r. But what is the difference in this situation and this situation? Here I think it is visible to you, this whole part is complete solid like this. Let me draw it. This is a cross section. Okay, but here it is not like that, it is hollow. And again here what is happening? That is thick hollow cylinder, internal radius is r1, external radius is r2. And again I will say that this region is solid. Okay, and inner one is not. So all of you are, I think all of you are getting it. So you have to tell me where the magnetic field can be zero. I think you will say in this situation magnetic field inside cannot be zero, because definitely inside you take any Amperian loop there must be some current. But here inside if you make the Amperian loop, no current, B inside can be zero. Again here you will say in this region B cannot be zero, but in this region B can be zero. Let me show it. Okay, where the B can be zero. Now you will calculate the magnetic field for the solid cylinder at any interior point. Suppose you take this point is P, and distance from the axis is given by r dash. We can make the Amperian loop which should pass through the point P of radius. Okay, if it is written r, you can also take r, it doesn't matter. I told you r dash, but you can take r because in the diagram it is r only. Now we will apply the Amperian circuit law here. Integration B dot dl mu naught times net current, which is threading. Okay, now at every point on the Amperian loop all of you will say theta equal to 0. So I hope I can directly write B dot dl can be written as B into 2 pi r. Okay, now it is mu naught. Now you have to tell me what is the I net. I net means current which is passing through this cross section, because we have taken this is the Amperian loop. I hope this cross section is clear to you. So let me erase it so that you can focus again. Okay, so what you will say, we know current per unit area is constant, that is current density. I upon pi is this radius is r into area of cross section of this part is pi r square. Now I calculate the B. If we will solve it, I think we will get mu naught IR upon 2 pi r square. Okay, so what you will say, inside any point B can be written as directly proportional to R. This is inside. And outside, now all of you are intelligent, it should be 1 by R. It means if you plot the graph, whatever the graph you will get, I think you can get very easily. Here it is directly proportional, here it is inversely proportional. So you can plot the graph. So this is the expression. Now you have to tell me what is the magnetic field in this situation. Again in this situation there is a point of observation P which I have shown with dotted part, and this distance is R. So I should make the Amperian loop of radius R, and I write the Amperian equation B dot dl must be equal to mu naught times net current, which is enclosure threading. At every point theta should be 0 degree. So what you will say, B integration dl mu naught I net. No, I think in dl all of you are not having any trouble. You will write it is 2 pi r. Now what is I net? Mu naught. I net, all of you will say it is written as the current per unit area. What is area of the cross section? Pi r2 square minus r1 square. And what is the area of cross section of this part? You will say it is pi r square minus r1 square, because you have to take this cross section of section area from r to r1. Now I calculate the value of the B. So simply you will solve it yourself. I think if I am not wrong, you will get mu naught I, pi can be cancelled, so we can erase it, r square minus r1 square upon r2 square minus r1 square. I think we have written it capital, so we should write it also in capital. Just a minute. Okay, so it will be written as r2 square minus r1 square into 2 pi r. So what we get? I am writing that only. B equal to mu naught I r square minus r1 square upon 2 pi r r2 square minus r1 square. Now I am telling you to solve two conditions. First condition is that if I say point of observation is at the inner face, and if I say point of observation is the outer face. So all of you just put these value and get the answer yourself. I will show in the next slide. I hope it is clear to you. So this I have discussed. Now graph I will show you. B is proportional to R inside, outside is proportional to 1 by R. Now there is a question for you. All of you just pause the video and try to solve this question. So let me write the formula first. I think in this situation all of you know this is the conductor in which this part is solid and other remaining this part is hollow. So magnetic field at any point P can be written as mu naught I upon 2 pi r, and I think all of you will say it is r square minus a square upon b square minus a square, that you can learn. In this situation what is r? R is written as, let me write 3r by 2, and what is the value of the small a? Inner radius, that is capital R. Okay, and what is the value of the b? That is outer radius, it is given you 2r. So now you put all the values and calculate yourself. So when you solve it, I think we should get the answer number D. So let us check it. Okay, I think there is some mistake or some calculation done by us. I don't know. There will be some error, I think here. It should not be B, it should be D only. So all of you please correct. I think this is given wrong. This should be 5 mu naught I upon 36 pi r. This should be D only. So please correct it. This is the answer. Okay. Now I will discuss the new topic, that is the magnetic induction due to large thin sheet using Ampere circuit law. I think earlier I have discussed with the Biot law also. Now I am discussing with the help of the Ampere circuit law. So to solve this with the Ampere circuit law, definitely we want the impedance loop that should be passed through this point P, and loops should be such that it is easy to us for integration. So let us make the rectangular loop, and it is given thin sheet, so I think we should neglect this thickness also. So let us draw the rectangular sheet, rectangular impedance loop which should pass through point P like this. Okay, and I say this distance is R. Definitely due to symmetry reason this distance should be also R, and let I say this width is taken X, and I calculate this width, and let I say this width is taken Y. Oh sorry, we have taken it R, so need not to write again. Okay, so let us not write it. Now I will write the Ampere circuit law. Integration B dot dl can be written as mu naught I. I think the RHS is easy to calculate. So firstly I will calculate the RHS part. RHS is written as mu naught I. So it is mu naught. Now what is I? I is the current threading through this Amperian loop. Now this much current is threading. You can say this current is entering. How much current is entering? If I say current density is I ampere per meter, it means in the x meter length how much current should be entered? That is Ix. So what is the right hand side? I will get only mu naught Ix. Okay. Now we have to integrate this close line ABCD. Okay. So we will integrate the left hand side part. Let us write the LHS part also. What I will write? Integration B dot dl in the region ABCD. So we will write separately, just we have written earlier. Firstly we will integrate from A to B, B dot dl. Then I will integrate from B to C, B dot dl. Then I will integrate from C to D, B dot dl. And then finally I will integrate D to A. I think D is not visible to you. D to A, B dot dl. Okay. Now you just observe here. If this is the cross current, it means you stretch the thumb along the inward direction, right hand thumb, and you just see the curling of the finger that will give the magnetic field. So magnetic field pattern in this region will be toward this side, and when you come toward this side, magnetic field is toward this side. So it doesn't matter you are moving from A to D or D to A, always this theta is 90 degree, and B to C also 90 degree. So I think we can delete this B to C and D to A. Reason is clear to you because theta equal to 90 degree in both the situation. Okay. Now only there are two parts remaining, A to B, B dot dl. In A to B you are moving like this, B dot dl theta equal to 0 degree. Here you are moving like this because this is your closed Amperian loop. Again here theta equal to 0 degree. And the length of the dl is also x. So I think I can directly write it as 2bx left hand side. So I am writing it again, 2bx equal to, that is I think mu naught Ix. Okay. So what is magnetic field? Half mu naught I, and that we have derived with the Biot-Savart law also. Again you will say it is uniform and constant, which is visible to all of you. Because mu naught is constant, I is the current per unit length, that is also constant, so we can check in this way. So let me show it again on the next slide, like this. Okay. Now in the last derivation we have discussed the thin sheet. No, it is not thin sheet, it is thick sheet. It means we have to count this d distance also in our calculation. So firstly I will tell you to solve yourself, because I have written current density is given by J ampere per meter square. So you just apply your brain and you please try to solve. I hope all of you have tried. Now just listen. Firstly, the first condition, when we have to use the Ampere law, we want the Amperian closed surface which should pass through point P. So again I choose a rectangle, because in the rectangle it is easy to calculate, either theta will be 0 degree or 90 degrees. So that is easy for me. Okay, and suppose I am moving like this in any direction, and again I will say, due to symmetry, this distance from the axis should be x, and I assume this distance is y. Okay, then I assume I have to use the Ampere law. What is Ampere law? Integration B dot dl equal to mu naught net current which is threading. Now this is the current which is threading. I hope it is visible to you. Current density is given me J ampere per meter square. So again I will solve the right side first, because that is easy for me to solve. What I will say, mu naught. What is I net? Current density is given by J, and what is the area of this cross section part? That is y into d. So it is mu naught into J into y into d. So RHS is clear. Now I am coming to LHS part. Again firstly you see the direction of magnetic field. When it is cross, stretch thumb inward, see the turning of the finger, that is toward this side. It means in this region magnetic field and length both are perpendicular. So I write it A, B, C, D. Now I am solving the left hand side part. Okay, so what I will say, I have to solve A, B, C, D integration B dot dl. So what I will write, A to B, sorry, there is a limit only, so I have to change it. Okay, now you write, this is B dot dl, limit is given by from A to B, and again B dot dl, limit is given by C to D, because in both the region A to B and C to D theta equal to 0 degree. Okay, so can I write directly, dl is the y length, it is visible to you. So I am writing directly, LHS is written as 2b into y. What is RHS? Mu naught J y d. Now we will cancel common thing, and what finally we get? Magnetic field at any point outside can be written as 1 by 2 mu naught JD. Mu naught is constant, J is constant, D is constant. Okay, or you can vary the D also. No, I think it is constant. You cannot vary it. Is it okay? So outside you will say this is B is constant, that is half mu naught JD. So let me show on the next slide. I hope it is clear. Okay. Now there is a point which is inside. Again you want the Amperian loop. So again I am drawing the Amperian loop. And now we are clear, it should be rectangle. Any point P. Now I write it A, B, C, and D. And let I clear, I am moving from A to B, B to C, C to D, and D to A in this way. So I write the Amperian law. I will say integration B dot dl can be written as mu naught net current I, which is threading. No problem here. Now if I assume this distance is Z and this distance is X, which is given to me. So of course due to symmetry this will be also X. So can I write directly? Because if you say A, B, C, D, you apply the rule, 2 will cancel, as only 2 will remain. So you will say it can be written as 2, and this B is constant, integration dl from A to B. And what is this? This is mu naught. Current density is J. So I will write J. What is the area of cross section of this Amperian loop? You will say 2x, into Z. Okay, so what is finally this 2b integration dl is Z mu naught J 2x into Z. So I think Z can be cancelled, 2 can be cancelled, and if I am not wrong, you will get magnetic field inside is given by mu naught Jx, which is not constant. It directly depends on x. So inside magnetic field depends on x, but if you move outside, magnetic field is constant. So let me show the next page. Like this. B inside, I don't know what is written here. Okay, B inside is, this is proportional design basically. Don't be confused, this is not alpha, this is proportional design because we have derived it. Now I think we can plot the graph. So that's up to you. You can plot the graph, and in the graph you will say outside the region it is constant, and inside the region it is directly proportional, like this and this, that we can show. Why here in the opposite side? Because direction will change. Here if I see the direction at the P point, it will toward the left side, right hand thumb rule. Here I see the direction, that is toward the, sorry, it is toward the left side, and that is toward right side. Okay, so let us move to the next part. Magnetic Portland, another topic that I will discuss in the next video.